All right, want more sales with less work? Sounds great. Really, the biggest challenge is actually not making sales, right? If you get a qualified person on a sales call, you are an expert, you've been at this a while, and if they have a problem, you have the solution to the problem, and they have money and they believe they can do it, then they buy and they buy quickly without all the struggle and the hassle. So the selling part shouldn't be the problem. The challenge is digital marketing, but we make it way too hard, number one. Number two is that you either have more time or more money. If you have more time than money, then I guess you're going to sort of try to struggle through a lot of this stuff yourself. But if you have more money than time, then you look to find an organization or a group that is done for you. That's it, done for you. So you have more money than time, you leverage your ability to hire other people to do the things it takes to scale your business. So, what does this look like? Let's share a screen and we will get into the details here. I am going to give me a second. It's always a pain to share the screen. But here we are. We are sharing the screen, and now I'll give us a different view so it's better for us to learn. So here it is. The number one most important part of these steps is content and sales copy that sells. So what are these steps? Let's make this bigger. Hold on. So that it's easy for everyone to follow. And then I'll just sort of center this up here. You must follow these steps to be successful. It's pretty simple. This is the part that's simple. One, identify your ideal customer and their pain points. This is the beginning and the origin of everything, because digital marketing means that digitally, whatever channel you choose, you need to be able to somehow connect with potential buyers. Those potential buyers have a problem or a challenge and want to do something faster or better, and you need to be able to connect with them. So, the way that we do it, following the formula that I created multiple years ago, that's now for our clients generated over 330 million views on LinkedIn, it's called Pexar Squared. And you can get this workbook on my LinkedIn profile in the featured section. Not only do you get the workbook for free, but I have a 17-minute training that takes you through Pexar Squared. What's Pexar Squared? Problem, empathy, cost of inaction, solution, result. So the key to producing thought leadership content is first step. First step for everything is understand your ideal customer, and most important, their pain points, and not the surface level pain points. Really, what's keeping them up at night, what frustrates them, and what the conversation they're having inside in their own head. That's one. Two, you have to generate eyeballs that resonate. You have to create content that resonates with them. So great. You understand ideal customer and pain points. So the way you create content that resonates with them is you talk about problems they have and solutions that they want. So in this training we're doing right now, this live session, the problem that I know that you have is that digital marketing seems and appears to be complex, and there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle that when you try to put them all together, don't come together. Or you try to shortcut and then you try to go over this shiny object or this thing or that thing's going to help you over here, and it's chaos. So this is why I'm sharing this problem and solution. We're breaking it down to 7 points to simplify and provide value for you, to allow you to make a move after watching this that's going to help you grow your business. So one, Identify your ideal customer and pain points. 2, create content that resonates with them. 3, generate eyeballs. So, how do you generate eyeballs? Now, of all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, I think 3 is the most challenging for business executives, thought leaders, and it certainly is for me as well. That's how do you generate eyeballs? Because if you're your own best kept secret, your sales are going to go up and down with your ability to get people to refer. I'm assuming that you're good at what you do, so you get referrals. And some months they're up and some months not so. And if you're solely relying on referrals, you know what I'm talking about. So, how do you get eyeballs on your content so people begin to know, like, and trust you? They're indoctrinated with what you do and you stand out as a thought leader. Well, you can pay for eyeballs and you can advertise on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, radio, television, and do direct mail. Or you can get something that's called organic reach, meaning that you can have the systems out there, the channels out there promote your information so organically people are finding you. That's like producing content for SEO. If you do it and you work the system and get on the first page of Google, the people that are searching for that term will see. You'll get organic reach. Today, there only exists really 2 platforms to get organic reach. It's TikTok, which I don't have anything to do with, not my channel. Although Gary Vaynerchuk, who's the one that got me into LinkedIn 4 years ago, says it's worth it. I just want to go deep in LinkedIn, and I'm not getting distracted within a channel. But the second one is LinkedIn. Obviously, LinkedIn is publicly stated many times post COVID that the only thing they're interested in is thought leadership. So if we give them what they want and we understand from LinkedIn's perspective why they want it, so why does LinkedIn want thought leadership? And it's simple. They want to be able to get more people on the platform, more engagement on the platform, speed up the timeline, and optimize their ad platform. That's Microsoft's LinkedIn's game. Microsoft bought LinkedIn for $3 billion. $26 billion. It was the largest purchase of any company in the history of the world at the time. Why? It's for the ad revenue. 2021, LinkedIn, Microsoft did $3 billion, Facebook did $38 billion, and Google did like $140 billion. They have the potential for meteoric growth on the ad side. Makes sense. Go from $3 billion to 4 to 5. It quickly pays for a $26 billion investment. And as Gary Vaynerchuk has said so many times, we've seen this cycle going back to 1999 with YouTube. Every social media platform goes through the same cycle. And I used to think the social media companies were smart, but they stole the first business model of the first radio station. First radio station, good distribution, good content, kill it on advertising. Pretty simple, except on social media, you and we are the content creator and the consumer. So they need to ethically bribe us to keep producing the content that they want, and they do it by giving us views. Why? Because views are very good for our business. Views get us to move into the next one, which is number 4, convert and get opt-ins. So if you want to build your business, you need to build the number of eyeballs looking at you and converting into your world. So you stand out as a thought leader. People are engaged. They know, like, and trust. They're getting indoctrinated, and they're part of your, let's call it, community. That's what has to happen. So then we move into 5, which is you need to nurture your list. And so now that they're in your world, it can't happen a one-off scenario. You need to be consistent and continue to provide value. So on an email list, it looks like twice a week, adding value, content, teaching to your list. There's some formulas like the 3-in-1 formula or the 6-in-1 formula. 6 content pieces, 1 sales piece. 3 content pieces, 1 sales piece. If you're on my list, You know that I'm terrible at this because we twice a week, basically indefinitely, our people on our list get teaching about everything: digital marketing, AI, sales copy, sales training, LinkedIn, content, everything. So you need to nurture them because number six, what you want to do is you want to motivate them to move from top, middle to bottom of funnel. So without getting technical, top of the funnel is when they first learn of you and they're in your awareness. When they opt in and they either become a LinkedIn connection or on your email list or on any other channel, then they move into middle, which is where you continue to add more value and a little bit different value. Instead of sort of more general fluffy stuff, you get into more things that correlate specifically to what you do. And then the bottom of the funnel is basically you've earned the right to ask them for the next step. What's the next step? For most of my clients and for most of you, it's probably let's book a call to get to know each other, a consultative sales call, a consultation. Let's book an appointment. Because the people that I'm working with, and you're in my network, so I know who you are. LinkedIn knows who you are and who I am. So it's connecting me with you. And we're working mostly with people that are in the, some type of service-based business selling high ticket. So to sell high ticket, whether you're a corporate consultant, an attorney, an accountant, real anything that's going to be selling high ticket, you most of the times you need to get on a sales call. So that would be the bottom of the funnel. And then the seventh is present offers to book appointment or purchase something. So this is it. Now, the number one underlying factor in all of this is basically words that sell. Content and sales copy that sell. That sell. That's it. And this is a big challenge because this is a skill set. Now, either you're going to learn how to become a great copywriter, not easy. I've been doing this since 2005. I started. I'm a better than average copywriter. I can't hold a candle to people that do copywriting full time. And I've been doing this a long time. I've written a lot of copy, better than average. So either you become great, because better than average is you get average results or a little better than average results because that's what you deserve. Or you hire a copywriter, and I don't want to really bash that industry, but it's very expensive. I would say I don't want to bash that industry, but that's I guess when you say that you are. Let's just say it's very expensive to hire proven copywriters, and it's very time consuming, and it doesn't relieve you of your time necessary to convey all your stuff that they need to know to produce the stuff that's going to win. And pretty unreliable, the copywriting industry. Not just them, digital marketing, web page, social media, online advertising. There's no barrier to entry into any of these fields. Bookkeeping, there's a barrier to entry. You got to get, a bookkeeper, project manager. They have tests for project management. Accountant, lawyer. Like there's barriers to entries in most of the things where people are service providers that are going to provide value. Not in the digital marketing world. Anyone can say anything. It's very hard to prove. So you get a small number of very successful people and a whole world of people that are great saying how great they do. And if you're anything like me, over the years, I've hired so many that said they were going to do something and never did. So what are your choices? Well, today you have another option, which is AI. AI has the capacity and the ability to learn from all the best copywriters in the last 100 years since print. Let's call it since print. So some of the great copywriters, John Benson, Frank Kern, Dan Kennedy, these are actually people in my network that I know that are also really great people. They have formulas. And some of the classic ad advertising people as well have formulas. So you're either going to study their formulas and become an expert yourself, very tough, or inside of now ChatGPT or any of the other AIs, they've already accumulated that specialty. That's what they do. They are learning models. So then if you ask those systems, tell me the model, tell me the formula, they'll spit it out to you. Now you have a formula. The next step is, okay, I got a formula. Now what do you want to do with it? What's my objective? Great. Now you have an objective. So you tell a formula to do something based on your objective. But then, okay, well, don't you think it makes sense that you want to write content that's going to resonate with your ideal customer? Because if you're doing corporate leadership and you're doing corporate leadership for enterprise or corporate leadership for startup, new ideas, non-funded, or corporate leadership for $10 million companies, well, you just can't write and tell ChatGPT to write information for corporate leadership because it's not going to resonate likely with anyone. It's general information, and generally, general information provides very poor results. So now you got to actually tell ChatGPT who's the ideal customer. And then you got to tell them what the pain points are and what your solution is. And then you got to tell them a bit about you. So there are all these factors that come in, and then you build what we call the prompt. That's what you build. You build a prompt. And then you test the prompt, and it comes output, input, output, input, output, input, output. It goes on. Input, output, input, output, input, output, input, output. Better and better. So then actually you can produce great stuff. You can do it yourself. You can empower great output because you have all the wisdom and knowledge up here to answer those questions and to make incremental improvements and to make sure what comes out resonates with your ideal customer, because who knows them better than you, with your solution, because who knows your solution better than you, using different formulas that you can then go test. That seems great. That's better. And it's a major advancement. It's changed everything because the power has come back to you and me. We got the power. And if you go into one of my presentations, you'll see I talk about this, but I was a very early adopter in ChatGPT. We were using AI prior to that. And I just knew that this was the big thing. And then it took off, and it's fastest number of subscribers ever. And the reason why is because they created the most advanced technology that will change the world. It's a bigger invention than actually the internet. And we'll see things happen very, very quickly. But but little people like you and I, we actually can interact with it. So that's what's like groundbreaking and shocking, is that like little people like you and I, we can actually extract the most from it. Now it takes this prompt engineering and this work, and it takes being organized, because then you come up with a great prompt and then you use it and then you get output and then you don't know where you put it, and then you got to come back to it and you can't find it. And then you want to do something slightly different. And then you got to go through the whole process again. Ideal customer, pain points, what's your product? What are you trying to achieve? Who are you? What's the story of your company? So this is the very good news, that we have the power, and it changes everything. But is there even a more simple way? You want more sales with less work? Well, you can either hire a done-for-you solution, like what we do it. We're focused not on SaaS, software as a service, because everyone gets 10 or 15 of those and costs you out the wazoo. We're focused in RAS, results as a service. So the difference between SaaS and RAS is basically results. And how do you create results? It's software plus strategy plus service. The missing point in all of this and SaaS is strategy and execution. Microsoft Word's got 12,000 commands. The average person uses 10. You use SaaS, HubSpot, this, that, project management. You're using a fraction of what this capability is, and you'll never get more than that. That's the nature of us humans. We suck at tech. That's it. So results as a service is saying, okay, we come in and we'll figure out the right software. We'll go through the strategy and the playbooks. We'll get alignment with the outcome that's needed, and then we'll focus on the execution and the support and the service. So that's the way that it works today. That's what we're focused in. And or if you don't want to do that and you have more time than money, then if you see the scrolling thing down below, this is the next level up in the AI world. So if we revert back to the year 2000 when the internet boom took off, there was just crazy inflation of all stock prices, anything that had to do with the internet. It went up and it went down. The real companies that grew during this early stage were the next level of companies that built utility on top of the internet. That built utility on top of the internet. They built functionality. They built things that would create results rather than just being about the internet. And now we're starting to witness this in AI. So if you look below and you look, if you're interested, you let us know. We're not releasing this out to the general public yet, but right now you have an opportunity to come in early. This is the next level up. It's basically no prompt software. So instead of, as I described earlier, having the capability to put all those things, ideal customer pain points, your product, your service, what about you, what are you looking to offer, and then you're doing that on a per piece of sales copy and trying to organize all of that, there's a system that's built that's called no prompt. So in 6 boxes, you fill in the information and it does something and creates your story brand. Story brand, great company, great guy. Basically 7 components of your story brand, and the certified people in story brand charge 5 or 10 grand to develop it. So maybe this gets us 80% of the 10 grand person filling in 6 boxes and pushing a button in 15 seconds. I'll take it. It gets us well along the way. It didn't cost me 10 grand. It cost me 29 bucks. I'll take it. That's one component that gets stored. You didn't have to prompt to create it. It's in the background. There's 60 formulas in the background. The next thing you do is you say, okay, I want to put in the service that I want to create the sales copy for. So you might be corporate consulting and you might say, okay, I do corporate consulting for the medical industry, corporate consulting for accountants, and corporate consulting for attorneys. You can't write the same sales copy for the 3, like we discussed earlier. General information produces very general results. So in less than 5 minutes, probably 3 minutes, you write your service/product and you put it in, you fill in 6 boxes for accountant. You fill it in for, same thing, 6 boxes for, I don't know, remember what I said, tech or attorneys. So now 6 boxes again, store it in the system. Don't have to think about anything. Then you come in and you say, okay, I want to write a landing page, ebook, nurture email series, sales video, blogs, ads. There's 25 different outputs and growing every day. You literally say, okay, I want to write some ads. You just click a button. It brings up the ad page. You just hit the drop down of what service. You hit it, it fills in all the data because it stored everything. Now you get everything filled in and you can optimize and switch and change. And get this, it's got 10 of the best ad formulas of all time in the background. And so then you go and you push buttons and you actually will say, I want Ada. I want this one. And you push short, medium, or long ad. And you push another button. Done. And you can do it for all of them. And you can do it for the accountant. And you can do it for the attorney. You can do it for a tech company. Done, done, done. Optimize, save, all in one place. Did you hear me talking about prompting? No. Did you hear me talking about continually adding things, repetitive process back and forth, adding and editing it, finding it, being organized? Nope. Did you hear me saying this is no prompt? Yes. This is the future. This is like we're not even in the ballpark tailgating with AI. Yeah. All right, we got a problem with this camera, so we are going to go with backup camera. Okay, backup camera. See that? That's pretty interesting. We're not even in, like, if a ball game and people go out and they tailgate and barbecues and have hot dogs. They're usually 2 hours there before the game starts, and then say it's baseball. I'm not a big fan of baseball, too slow, but 9 innings. Where are we with AI? We haven't even gone to the supermarket to buy the kosher hot dogs yet. Like, we don't even got to the supermarket to buy the stuff, to bring it home, to put it in the ice check, to leave, to go fight the traffic, to get into the ballpark, to set up with our friends, to set up the barbecues, to get the coals hot, to start barbecuing and drinking beers. We didn't even go shopping yet. That's where we are in the AI world. And today, you've got an opportunity to go in with no risk at all. 30-day money back guarantee. It's basically $29 a month. The new way of leveraging AI. 30-day money back guarantee, $29 a month. Add 5 team members, same price. Works out to 33 cents a day. How can you afford not to step in? Again, coming back to our initial conversation. Do you want more sales with less work? That's the question. And the second question is, either you have more time than money or more money than time. Think about it. I have right now, my business is jamming, so I have cash flow to reinvest. I have more money than time. I am busy. Okay? Then you hire someone like us. We do everything for you. Everything. What's everything? We help you with your LinkedIn. We produce 90 days of thought leadership content. We help find the right people and create conversations and get you engaged and book you importance. We do 20, 30,000 cold emails a month for you. We rebuild all your digital marketing automation. We have AI in addition to the content writing. We write all your sales copy. We have AI that increases your conversions for all of your landing page traffic by 15 to 30%. It's smart AI, that's chat-based AI, and we have conversational AI that answers all your inbound phones. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot because the opportunity is here to leverage the future right now. So if you've got more money than time, then it's a consultation that we go through and we say, okay, where can we make the biggest impact in your business in the short amount of time with the least amount of investment? Let's get in the game, become effective. RAS, results as a service. Or if you have more time than money, maybe you're not there yet, then you step in. And I know you've got $29 a month. This in itself, if you understand this, and let's just shift up to what this cycle looks like. If you understand this cycle, which is 1, identify the ideal customer. 2, create resonating content. 3, generate eyeballs. 4, convert and get opt-ins. 5, nurture your list. 6, motivate through the funnel. And then this one, present offers. If you understand this, then there's tools that will help you get this done if you have more time than money. And the key is sales copy. And we've got the no prompt sales copy tool that I share with you that will solve a lot of pieces of this puzzle. Thanks for tuning in, and put on the seatbelt. This is exciting times. And my job is to make sure that you know what the opportunities are. Your job is to make sure that you take the right path that suits where you're at. Have a great day.